going on, Jerome's? So we got our bitch fest out of the way earlier when became officially official that the Vikings have back-to-back international games. First team in NFL history to play back-to-back games in different countries. Week 4 in Dublin, Ireland, Croke Park against the Steelers, and the week 5 Tottenham, the Tossers of Tottenham. The Vikings, the Browns, and the Tottenham Hotspur have the world's emptiest trophy cases. But yeah, week 5 back to back. Now we talked about the pros and the cons of it, and basically from a competitive advantage standpoint, like it doesn't help, especially if the Vikings are saddled with that early bye, week 6, and then have 12 straight games in the meat of the schedule to play. But it's neither here nor there. Now, when I was complaining, it's strictly from a competitive standpoint, but also I understand that a lot of abroad fans, Irish, UK, European fans, like this is a chance to go see them. So love that for them. And it is an advantage that the Vikings have 8 true home games, only 7 true road games, and then 2 games are now at neutral site that would have been away games, and they could have been later in the season. Bad weather games in Cleveland and or Pittsburgh, but it just sort of is what it is. And yeah, O'Connell and McCarthy, great ambassadors of the game. I know that the Wolves are fired up to have the first game in Ireland, so. And we're taking one for the team to grow the game, grow the league, and whatever. Kevin O'Connell fed the international media jackals. Our guy, Pete Caroline, was on the horn with Kevin O'Connell, and Alec Lewis, the Athletic, relayed some of the comments. Kevin O'Connell held a conference call with UK media. Pete Caroline asked about the bye week. Kevin O'Connell said, "Our hope is to take the bye in week 6, and we'll totally commit to the travel plan we've had in place. A team would stay overseas for duration." So it wouldn't be the go out and come back and then go out and come back, which frankly would have been a little bit ridiculous. But being over there for 10 plus days, potentially 14 plus days, does have its pros and cons as well. But just looking at the perceived schedule, so there's a lot of scuttlebutt. Gessling just backed up what the Pro Persuasion said yesterday about the Vikings opening up week 1 against the Lions at the Lions, either Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football, likely Monday night, since I think Sunday night is being spoken for. Then week 4, you're at the Steelers in Dublin, you're at the Browns in London. Then O'Connell hinted at the bye week 6. Now, they're not guaranteed a bye. They did have a bye last year, week 6, after they played the Jets at Tottenham week 5. But also, you look at 2022, Kevin O'Connell's first year, when the Vikings played the Saints in London, they didn't have a bye right afterwards. They played the Saints week 4. They came back and beat the Bears' ass week 5, and that's just how they rolled, right? And the normal international travel plan, practice Wednesday, Thursday, fly out Thursday night, try and keep the players on Central Time as much as possible in terms of their sleep and performance schedule. But this time around, you may throw that out the window, and the Vikings might just be traveling out there very early in the week ahead of the Steelers game, practice all week in Dublin, and then head on over to London, have another week of practice and go there. So basically, you're fully acclimated, much more acclimated than the Browns will be, so that there could be an advantage there. But also, you have to reacclimate once you come back to the United States, which is why the week 6 bye. It makes sense, but again, it sucks having the early bye. It just does, man. And also, a key thing is, will the Vikings have a dedicated practice facility? Because it's tough to do. Because the Vikings, between the Zimmer era as well as the 2 London games with O'Connell, they've just practiced at the hotel. Now, the hotel, does have a practice field of its own, but in terms of practice facilities and getting a good couple days in ahead of the game, it's sort of helter-skelter, right? But also, the Steelers and the Browns, even though they're the home teams, have to deal with all those shenanigans as well. So it just is what it is. And, we're generally very positive on this channel. I just had to piss and moan a little bit earlier because I think that it's putting the Vikings behind the 8 ball, because 4 international games in 4 seasons, it's ridiculous. But as with everything with the Vikings, we will adapt, we will overcome. We'll have the luck of the Irish, we have a luck of the O'Connells and the McCarthys, and then just go from there. All right, but your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell talks about the back-to-back international games, historicness, as well as, it is what it is. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull Production Value.